What's up, strong traders? I hope everybody been trading strong. We finna get right into it. All right. So basically today I'm gonna be charting. I'm a swing trader. A little things been a little bit different since I've last posted. I I swing trade now, and basically I'm just gonna chart. I chart at the beginning of the week because usually my trades are based on the weekly, um, and I place my entries on the 4 hour. So, and sometimes the daily comes into play too. But basically, all we're doing today is you gonna chart with me. You gonna chart with your boy. We gonna strong chart it. You feel? All right. So ignore. I'm gonna delete what I had before. Go to the weekly. Oh yeah, I can't have this like this. Okay, so boom. I'm just gonna show y'all how I chart. Okay. It's not gonna be no lesson. We're just gonna go through the motions together. This is how I do it. Um, I'm not exactly where I want to be in my trading journey yet, but I've had some success. So we just gonna, we gonna do this together. You feel me? All right. So weekly, oops, weekly bearish. So the first thing I do is I mark what the weekly is looking like, the previous weekly. Obviously, we're in an uptrend, so I might add this little thing just to remind me when I go back down to the 4 hour. We're in an uptrend overall on the weekly. Okay. And what I like to do when I mark my charts, I like to mark order blocks. So there was okay, since our weekly is bearish. Okay, so basically when I try like to mark order blocks, breaks of structure, and usually if there's a break of structure off of an order block, that's the area we want price to go back into. So I'm just gonna chart and we'll see what's up. Looks like right now price is ranging. These bearish, so I'm not really looking bearish. Let's see how price reacts to this level. I'm actually gonna put a buyer's area here to mark that there's a lot of bullish pressure came from here. Came down, broke structure slightly. This is all I would do for this one. Not even gonna lie to you. There's a lot going on, so I would wait to see if price reaches back into these areas. Let's go to the next one. And that was Euro New Zealand. Okay, we've got a bullish weekly. Nice and bullish. Okay. break a structure right underneath an order block. You could even say that this is one as well. But the thing about this one, yeah, so price, you know, came down and it broke structure here. Boom, broke structure. And it came back down. And it already tapped into this area, started going back up. So this is, what do they call it? Mitigated. It's been tapped into already. So I wouldn't really be looking at this area to get back into. Because if it tapped in again, I wouldn't go in for a buy. I'll probably wait till it tapped into this area if it does so. But then again, you know, it could break structure. So we'll see what happens when we get there. Put this as a level now. And tapped into. Okay, actually, I'm gonna change this back. Wait to see. It's a waiting game. That's Euro USD going on a GPP CAD. Hold up. Did I do that wrong in the last one? That's how that finished. I'm looking at the wrong shit. Weekly doji. Sorry. Weekly. And the reason why I'm saying blue doji is because my bullish candles are blue. My bearish candles are orange. It is a doji, but I like to mark whether if it's more on the bullish side or more on the bearish side, just for a little mental note. But yep. Boy, make mistakes all the time. But we caught him. We come back to it. Let me make sure this is bearish. Yeah, we valid here. GCAD, we're not there yet. Okay. GBP GAD. Weekly bullish. Yep. Right here. Bullish. We see price acting up right here. We're gonna put that right there. For level. The last break of structure that's untapped. There you go, there's our OB. But we're not gonna mark that buyer's area. Nope, because that's where the structure was broken. Okay. So like I said before, we're gonna wait to see if price comes back to this area and what it does when it does get to this area. So I'm just gonna leave that like that. Playing a waiting game. Okay, GBP USD. Okay, so I can't spell. Done trying to be perfect, guys. I'm not fucking perfect. I'll be fucking up. All right. It's a little weird looking. Okay. That's what it is. A break structure right here. Let's look at that. The last down move before it moved back up. Untapped. So this is gonna be the next area that we're looking at. Price to pull back to. Like I said, the waiting game. Keeping it real simple, real simple. AUD USD. Okay. Really can't spell today. Maybe because I'm trying to type too fast. I'm trying to go fast for y'all. All right. So I would mark this right here. It's like a weekly level. Because we got a couple taps right here. You see tap, tap. Price is here right now. Bada bing, bada boom, tap, 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 tap. Okay, we'll mark this. Weekly. So now we know we got a level right here. Last time price was at this level. It's coming down. Structure just kept going. So we could have some bearish sentiment here, even though the weekly is bullish. But we're gonna go by what we see, what's right in front of our face. And right in front of our face, we got a weekly bar, but it's at a resistance. So what could be resistance? So I'm not gonna try to predict the market, bruh. I'm just gonna do what I see, man. Now, for the most part, I like to trade with the trend, but I do have a strategy for when, for trend reversals. You'll see that when you see it. Okay, now this is looking a little crazy. So this is how I would do this right here. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll put that right there. That's what we gonna do. Now, I'd like to call this a ranging market. I know we got, some higher lows and some higher highs, so we're gonna see how it reacts. Structure. This is really the last break of structure. Boom, just like that. That last break of structure right here. Boom. And we'll see what happens when price gets back to this area. But it's kind of ranging, so we'll see. We got to see some nice bullish pressure. Once it taps. If it taps. Okay, so we're just gonna leave that right there. I'm actually gonna do this. This right here. Okay, that's a beautiful, beautiful trade that I missed. Okay. Let me see how we came back to this area. It came up. It was looking real bullish. It came back to this area. There was a lot of taps, a lot of resistance, and it started going back down. You know what I mean? So just gonna put a weekly on that. Boom, even though we're far away from it. And then what's weekly bearish? It's really small bearish, but it's bearish. Boom. Down to the 4. We don't need to look at the daily. The only time I really look at the daily is when the prices, when price action seems to be reversing from the overall market trend. That's a different conversation. Right now, we're just charting. Okay. So we got a breaker structure right here. Boom. And we counting this as a breaker structure? Absolutely. I could put a level right here. Right there. So y'all see. Oopsie daisy. Okay. Point off. Last movement up. But we're gonna go with the tippy top. So we're gonna take the bottom of here. We'll count this as our OB. Because price moved up and then finally shot down before breaking structure here and then breaking this structure here as well. So we'll see if price comes back up to this area and see what it's looking like when it does. Also, there's a level right here that I think we should pay attention to. Yeah. Put a level right here because you can see you got multiple taps this way with it. And also, that's where the candle ended and then broke structure after it came through. So we'll leave that level there and see what happens when it comes to it. If it breaks completely through it, if we see some type of resistance here, I'll have the level marked out. Okay, but this is our key area that we're looking for price to come back to. All right, USD CHF. Okay, so this is what I had going on, but we're just gonna delete this. Weekly. So bearish. Hold on, let's go weekly. Now, whenever I see a long wick like this at an area resistance, because price came up to this area over here and dropped below this, dropped right below here. So it kind of broke structure, right? Boom, broke structure here, but then it started climbing back up, making higher lows and higher highs. But now we're back at this area, right? Boom. This weekly. Sorry guys, I'm all over the place. Weekly. I'm gonna get better the more videos I make. All right. Weekly. So since price had that such strong a bearish move once it came down here, we can kind of expect, or not even expect, just kind of like watch this area, because if the seller is moved in here at this area previously. It's possible that they'll do it again. And I know we got a long wick right here, but a lot of times long wicks like to fill. And a lot of the times that long wicks means that there's a lot of bearish pressure. There's a lot of bullish pressure here too because of the bullish, of the way the market's moving. Total market structure is bullish. So it makes sense that the buyers came back and pushed that price back up. But it makes sense that there's sellers here too. So we just got to be careful. So what I would mark this weekly as really is red long wick. Weekly. Just so I know in my head that it's a long wick going to the downside. So watch out. I'm gonna go down to the 4 hour. Let's see what we're looking at right now. Long wicks. Boom, we got big pressure right here. So let's look at this breaker structure. Got a breaker structure right here and right here. Let's mark this. Boom. Breaker structure. Okay. And then on the weekly, what we got the weekly. Come on now. Come over here so we can see you. All right. So the last move up before it broke structure is right here in this area. So we don't moved up with it. Boom. Just like that. Sellers area, aka order block. Bearish order block. A lot of sellers predator. A lot of sellers hopped in right here. Okay. And I know what the daily look like. That's why I only look at the daily sometimes. Could be confused. I'm sitting here looking at the daily like, oh, you know, that looks valid, but according to my weekly, we're not even gonna look at the daily right now because that daily will confuse you unless it's a part of a specific plan. So make sure you got a plan, okay? What really helped me is I made a checklist. I made a checklist for with the trend, and I made a checklist for against the trend trades. Okay. So yeah, basically, this will be a trade that I'll be looking to get into. I'm gonna keep it all the way at being with y'all. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. I done failed so many challenges, so many challenges to get funded. It was so funny because I passed so many phase ones. It's not even funny, bro. So many phase ones I passed like that easy. And as soon as I get to that phase 2 is where my psychology starts to mess up and I start to not follow my plan. I remember phase 2, phase 2, bro, for 100K phase 2, bro. I was within $50 for my profit target to pass the challenge. And I started trading different. I'm like, all right, let me just do this to get there fast. And then I went on one of the worst losing streaks I've ever been on in my life. And I've been struggling ever since. So I changed it up. I got a checklist now. Patience was a big problem for me because I'm trying to hurry to get out my job. I'm trying to hurry up and do this and do that. But you got to be patient, man. You got to be patient. You got to stick with your trading plan or you're going to stay in the same spot. But anyway, back to whatever the fuck, you know. Back to the charts. So right here, this would be an OP trade. So basically, without looking at this price action, say the price action went down here. I can't replay it because I don't got the good one yet. Yeah, see, I'm keeping all the way 100. Y'all about to see me grow. I'm not about to try to teach y'all shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling y'all what I know. You feel me? And if you want to correct me. Help me. You feel me? But like, all right, so boom, got this order block set right here. And basically what I would do is I will put the point of entry a little bit below that order block, and then the stop loss a little bit above. You know what I'm saying? And what we like to go for is 1 to 2s, okay? Okay, so that's basically what I'll be looking for, 1 to 2. There are some instances where I will go for a 1 to 3, but it's under very specific circumstances. So we just gonna leave that like that, and this will be a trade that I'll be getting in, but I'm not gonna get in right now because I don't have an account. I'm just charting. I'm just having fun right now. I'm just saving my bread, and I'm just expanding my knowledge, and I'm learning until it's time for me to get another account. And I'm working on my patience, because I think that's one of the most important things in trading. Because you can sit there and take a trade or see nothing, bro, and you're staring at the chart because you feel like you need to get a trade in, and then you're eventually gonna see a trade if you stare at the charts long enough, which is not a good thing, because you want to see the trade that's there for your face. You don't want to make an opportunity in your head because you want to get a trade in and you want to make some bread. That's how you end up losing. I'm not trying to preach, bro. I'm just saying what I be going through. Okay, all right. But yeah, we're gonna leave that right there. Say USDJPY. Put a little mark on that. Okay, USD CAD. Okay, this one pretty much is gonna get marked up the same way, but I'm gonna mark it up in front of y'all. Look at this. Touch, touch, touch. And then previously, what happened here? We got 3 touches on the weekly. I'm pointing like y'all can see my finger. We got 3 touches on the weekly, right? And then previously, what happened? Price came up to here and shot down and broke structure. So what do you think is going to happen if we got 3 touches? It's a strong possibility that the market's going to, continue downward after touching these points. We got a 3rd touch, and our weekly, what's our weekly? Bearish. So we're going to be looking for bearish opportunities or selling opportunities. Okay. Bang. So sometimes structure can look a little weird. Got the nice little plane right here. Boom. We're breaking out of that. It's coming down nicely like this. Boom. The line's going to be perfect. It looks good though. Boom, bada bang. Move that down just a little bit more. Okay. And then here's what I'll do. Yeah, I'm going to put this right here because this is major bullish pressure. Okay. So we don't know what's going to happen when we get to this area, but if we do find a trade somewhere within here going bearish, just somewhere around here would be my TP, depending on what it looked like. Of course, if the risk reward is off, then there's no trade in the first place. We're going to see, we got some taps right here. Bing. We're just going to do that as a level. Some taps, 1, 2, 3, yep. Let's see what happens. We broke this line right here, so we'll see what happens when price gets right back here. And then where we broke structure. So we did break structure this low right here. So my next area is where it came up. We're going to do this one a little wider. Boom. So there's, basically we're looking at this area right here to see if it taps back into it. All right. And that's USD CAD. Euro JPY. These ones can be a little scary because it's like it's already gone up so much. Time to sell. That's not always the case. I just want to trade with the trend, man. So, what we got going on right here? Let's look in the past and see what's got going on. Okay. So, weekly, we got a bull pin bar weekly in a bullish trend. Okay, so let's just look back a little bit. We'll go ahead and put a weekly mark right here. Boom. See where we're at, we're pretty close to it. So it's possible we reach up to that area. Let's go to the 4 hour. Okay. Okay. Caught out of reconstruction. It's the last move down before it went out. We going down with this just to be safe. Okay. This area. Hey, where's my mark? Why are you so far away, dude? All right. Now, it didn't necessarily break any structure because it already broke structure from when it came down here and came up. But price consolidated a little bit and then it moved down before it shot up again. So this is why I'm marking this right here as an order block, a bullish order block. And it's unmitigated, it hasn't been tapped into yet. So I still think it's valid. And we're just going to see what happens when price comes here. Simple. Swing trading is real simple. All you got to do is mark your charts for the beginning of the week and then check it every 4 hours. All right. Some of these charts are going to look the same. All right. Weekly bullish. Oh, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I'm a little late post Thanksgiving, but I was eating good. And my stomach is still suffering from eating good. Because I'm lactose intolerant, baby. But I love mac and cheese, and I ain't never going to stop eating it. You feel? I had some cereal, too, with some almond milk. I know y'all don't care about that. But the almond milk is good. It don't be... You know what? Hey, anybody else who out there, lactose intolerant, was drinking lactate milk, and it didn't help them at all? They put regular milk in that shit or something? Because I be drinking... I don't even drink lactate milk no more. That shit still hurting, nigga. You feel? So... Anyway, back to the charts, though. We got a lot of touches right here. A lot of touches. Some consolidation. This looks like a range of market so far. Just boom. But that is our weekly. Because I just have a feeling. Yeah, boom. Came down, came right back up. Had some activity here. Touches. Yep. Also gonna put one right here. Magnet can be a little annoying sometimes. Boom. Go put that right there. It's perfect. So we're definitely consolidating. We're inside of consolidation like that. But overall, it's looking pretty. Let's go to the upside, but we don't know that for sure. We're just gonna keep it simple though. Since we got higher highs and higher lows, we're gonna see what's up with it. trending market. So I'm gonna actually put this right here, this trend line. If this trend line is broken and there's a double top and some bearish pressure, breaks this structure right here, then we'll see, you know what I'm saying, if it like breaks one of this, or if it, breaks this structure and then it comes back up to that area, it creates a double top, then that's when we'll look for, sales, even though the weekly's looking bullish, or the previous weekly was bullish. I'm gonna delete this. I'm gonna leave that right there. I'm gonna leave this exactly how it is, just like this. Matter of fact, break a structure. That's kind of like a break structure. We are ranging. What would y'all call this? Would y'all call this a range? I'll call this a range. I mean, some people will probably put that right there and be like, "Oh, we're breaking out the range." But if we look back previously, this is where structure was broken right here. You know what I'm saying? Just because they haven't came back up and reached it yet doesn't mean that that's not a part of the range. Okay, it's not gonna be all clean cut all the time. Beautiful, perfect. It's gonna look crazy sometimes. Okay. I'm gonna leave it just like that, bro. Matter of fact, I'm not, because that weekly is bullish, and it's fairly bullish too. It's strong bullish. Doesn't have to stay here, so let's not try to predict the future. Let's turn our magnet back on. Mark this last down movement before it went up. Boom. And we'll see what happens when price reaches back to this area. Okay. Got JPY. This was a nice little range trade prediction. Didn't go live with it. Don't even have an account right now. Just been spending time charting and perfecting my strategy. I mean, you can't really perfect a strategy. Actually, you can perfect a strategy. Just because you're losing doesn't mean you're not perfecting your strategy, because losses gonna come. They gonna come. But we gonna rechart this. Okay. What would y'all call that? Y'all call that bullish? Would y'all call it doji? What would y'all call that? That weekly candle right there. And I'm doing this on the weekend, guys, so there's no new candle for weekly right now because it's the weekend. All right. What y'all call this? What do I call this? I don't call that. It's kind of look like a pin bar. But it's at resistance, so. Let's go with. Let's go bull. Weekly bullish. I cannot type. Weekly bullish. Let's go long bottom wick. Just so I know that we're at a resistance. And there's some selling pressure going on right there. Boom. Touches everywhere. Touch. Let's go to the 4 hour. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead. Got these touches right here. Boom. That is just a level. And then we got a level going on, right? We got a breaker structure in the past previously. Not the one I wanted. And where that breaker structure come from? This order block right here. There we go. Okay. All right, there we go. So the range. Weekly bullish. Honestly, I'm just gonna wait to see what happens. I don't feel comfortable. There's really no breaker structure coming out. There's some nice bullish pressure, but there's no breaker structure. There's some nice bearish pressure. There's no breaker structure. So I'm just gonna wait and see what happens with that one. Okay. We got odd New Zealand. Bearish weekly. Okay, let's go back to the weekly real quick, actually. Because look at that. It's crunching like a motherfucker. Look at that. Can I do it from right here? Let's not do that. Let's just keep that one on the bottom. And then, boom. Look at that. Let's take the magnet off. He's pissing me off. All these touches. Boom. Weekly. Go to 4 hour. See what it's looking like. See what it's hitting for. See all the touches. Boom, 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 boom. All the higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. Right? It's like what? The last higher low before it was, well, this one and that was broken. We can okay, got a little slight breaker structure right there. Break structure right here. So last up move before it shot down. Right? And we're gonna go ahead and actually mark that right here. Boom. Now if we would have seen this, that breaker structure previously, we could have got in. And we would have been in a winning trade so far. Let's see what it would have been looking like. Let's see if it would have won already short. You know how we do it. We put a little bit below and a little bit above for a 1 or 2. We wouldn't hit that 1 or 2 yet. A 1 or 2 that took us back to the bottom of here. So I guess we'll just see what happens. We'll see what happens. We're not gonna mark that as a trade though. We're just gonna mark this bottom. I'll leave that there for shits and giggles so y'all can see what's up. Got 2 touches right here and some movement. So I think this is a valid level right here. Boom. Okay. Chef JPY. Old pin bar, and that shit is like on top of fucking look back. We have absolutely no price action. Literally the highest Chef JPY has been in a long time. Safe to say we're trending upwards. good. We're gonna look. Break structure here. When that breaking structure happened. A lot of consolidation, a lot of choppy movement before it actually broke that structure. It's gonna be a little tricky. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put a little. Okay, so that's high, bull pin bar up. All right, so boom, this is what we gonna do right here. Technically, we got our last low for real. It's right here. We gotta break a structure, right? And it did come back up, so that could be just like a little bit of liquidation. Liquidity, like a liquidity grab, like price came down and notice that there maybe stops right here, came down, and then shot back up, took all that bread, took all got all those buyers out the market, and then shot back up. So that could be what's happening here, but I'm not a market maker, so I don't fucking know. But I'm not gonna sit here and look at it and stare at it for too long, too hard. This is what I'm gonna do. So we have boom, boom. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna wait for this one. I'm gonna wait to see if it breaks structure up here or if it really breaks structure down this way. But as of right now, this is what I see. This is what I see right now. I don't want to do shit with that. I don't even consider that a real break of structure because it came right back up. It looks like it liquidated. So we're going to keep that right there. But, ooh. Matter of fact, liquidation, bullish movement, pin bar. There's a pin bar right here. I think that's a decent entry. We broke structure. This is technically a structure break right here to the downside. But then we came back up, hit this high and broke this high. So yeah, we don't know what's going on. It's breaking. It broke structure here, and it broke structure coming back up this way. So it's like, I know what the weekly says. Are we bullish or bearish? So I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait. Patience is key. But I probably honestly, we gonna see, cause I like to do. What was the? No, bullish, bullish, bullish. I think this would have been a good trade. This pin bar right here. A little bit low, of course a little bit higher, because who's getting in right at that? Not me. Okay, see, we'd have to rely on a breaking structure to the upside, which everything's bullish, which seems like it's reasonable, but that's not me, man. Can't do it. We're gonna see what happens with that one. NZD CAD. Weekly. Definitely some bearish. You know what I mean? It's a long time ago though, so I wouldn't take that too much into court. We're gonna look at the price action that's right in front of us, what's happening. But it's good to see, look left and see, what happened in that space previously. Just to take a little mental note. And plus that bullish weekly, remember that bullish weekly got a decent wick right there. Sometimes it looks like the failed, sometimes they're just showing bearish pressure. See how this wick was long and it failed? So, you just gotta play it. See what the market does. Let's see. On some real. On some really real. Down. Got the hell candle. Because the last break of structure right here. Right, and then that became a level. A break of structure. You know what I mean? Bada bing, bada boom. Down. Pin bar. That would have been a nice trade. Okay. So with this one, I do want to see price come back to this area. This is the last order block. Ooh. Actually, technically, there's order block right here because it broke structure here as well. Oops, not shift. So boom. Broke structure right here. Right? So then technically we got an order block, right? The last move down before shooting back up. We're going to use the bottom of this pin bar. We're going to use it like that. We'll see what happens when price comes back to this level / order block. And that's it, man. We just charted together. I'm going to post a video at the end of the week, or I'm going to post a video throughout the week to show y'all if there was any trades I would have taken. I'll show y'all right there live with it. And when I do get a count, I'll show you all the trades I do take. I'll show you my winners, my losers. But I'm just really excited to start this journey with you guys with full transparency. It's lit, man. But that's all I got for y'all today. Keep trading and stay strong. Yiddy.